Together with more than 60,000 residents of northern Israel, most of Kiryat Shmona's residents were evacuated 2 weeks after Hezbollah began firing rockets at the border area in October 2023. City officials say about 1,000 homes have been destroyed by either direct missile hits or by shrapnel when Israel's Iron Dome missile interception system shot the rockets down. But now that a ceasefire with Lebanon has taken hold, some residents are returning to at least check on their homes.
People are definitely starting to come back to look at their houses, but we're probably looking at a prolonged period of time in which the residents will come back. We have to wait to see if the ceasefire holds.
Achi Natan is one of the 3,000 out of 24,000 residents who stayed in the city since the beginning of the war. He served as an army reservist in the local security squad. He was fortunate that his mother, sister, and sister's children had already been evacuated when their house was hit in a Hezbollah rocket attack. Natan believes Israel agreed too quickly to a ceasefire with Lebanon.
It
was the wrong decision to stop because we don't really feel like it was finished. We pushed Hezbollah back, but we think they'll return and there'll be another October the 7th, this time here in the north.
On nearby kibbutz Dafna, hundreds of avocado trees have been destroyed by a fire sparked by a missile strike. Most of the trees will have to be cut down, says Dafna farmer Magen Shinhav, and the damage will amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's part of the war, and we're not the only one who suffered. And still, it's trees and not humans, so I prefer it will be trees and not casualties.
Like all of the 1,000 residents of this border community, Shinhav's family was evacuated more than a year ago. He says they are waiting to see what happens with the Lebanon ceasefire before they think of returning. But some people are not waiting. Barry and Orit Prague moved back to the kibbutz in June and stayed through the heavy missile attacks in September and October. Their son's house was damaged in one attack.
I came back because I see Dafna is my home. I believe in living here. I want to live too. I was born here. I always grew up next to the border.
Most of the more than 60,000 evacuees who live near the Lebanon border are carefully watching events in nearby Syria unfold. But their most immediate concern is whether the Lebanon ceasefire holds during the next 2-month trial period. If it does, most say they will return home. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Kiryat Shmona, near Israel's border with Lebanon.